Have you ever felt like you're somehow a little different from the people around you? Even in conversations, you might feel like the topics don't quite resonate with you. Things that many people seem excited about don't always capture your interest in the same way. You may notice that the things everyone else seems to care deeply about don't hold the same level of energy for you. At times like that, you might wonder, am I a little different? But in many cases, people with a high vibration experience this feeling naturally. Their interests begin to shift. The way they relate to others slowly changes, and they often begin to value quiet moments more than before. This doesn't mean they don't fit in. Rather, when your energy begins to change, these shifts can appear very naturally. Today, we'll explore why people with high vibration sometimes feel a little different from those around them. Let's look at a few signs together. Chapter 1: Losing interest in what most people worry about. People with high vibration often experience a certain change. They gradually stop putting as much energy into things that many people strongly focus on. For example, who is more successful, who is getting attention, or who seems to be ahead. Topics like these may simply stop feeling important. Even when the environment around them is full of competition, they may not feel the same pull to join in. In the past, they might have felt a strong desire to be recognized or to move ahead of others. But as vibration rises, the energy of comparison slowly fades. Instead, their attention shifts toward something different. Questions like, how do I want to live? What kind of inner state do I want to experience each day? These inner questions begin to matter more. From the outside, this change can appear unusual because in many environments, competition and comparison are treated as normal. But for someone with a Katha higher vibration, the need to participate in that energy naturally begins to fade. Chapter 2: Valuing quiet time more. Another change often appears in people with high vibration. They begin to value quiet time much more deeply. In the past, having a busy schedule or constantly being around people may have felt natural. But as vibration rises, the mind starts turning toward calmer spaces rather than external stimulation. For example, a quiet morning or a slow walk without rushing anywhere, reading, reflecting, or simply sitting in a peaceful environment. These moments no longer feel like just a break. They begin to feel meaningful. This isn't about preferring loneliness. Rather, in quiet moments, your inner awareness becomes clearer. When external noise fades, people can more easily notice their true feelings and their inner state. People with high vibration naturally recognize how valuable these quiet moments are. Chapter 3: Seeking deeper conversations. As vibration rises, the nature of conversations also begins to change. Even when people around them are enjoying everyday topics, something may feel slightly missing. Conversations about trends, purchases, or everyday news may not hold their attention for very long. Instead, their interest shifts toward deeper themes. For example, why do people change over time? What meaning do life experiences carry? How does human awareness grow? When conversations move in this direction, they naturally feel more engaged. This doesn't mean they want complicated discussions. It simply means their attention is drawn toward what lies beneath the surface. Because of this, others may sometimes see them as too serious or someone who thinks too deeply. But for someone with high vibration, these kinds of conversations feel far more natural. Chapter 4. Becoming sensitive to people's energy. People with high vibration often develop another trait. They begin to sense a person's state more than just their words. For example, someone might say, "I'm fine," yet you can feel tension or exhaustion behind the voice. Or someone may be smiling, but something in the atmosphere feels strained. This isn't a special psychic ability. The calmer a person becomes inside, the easier it is to notice subtle shifts in energy. Words can be arranged carefully, but energy is always honest. People constantly communicate their true state through the atmosphere around them. High vibration individuals naturally begin to pick up on this unseen information. Because of this, being in large crowds can sometimes feel draining. They are sensing many energies at once. That is why people with high vibration value time to reset their inner balance. Those moments allow them to stay centered instead of being pulled by surrounding energy. Chapter 5. Gradually stopping the need to conform. Another natural shift appears. People with high vibration gradually stop forcing themselves to fit into every situation. In the past, they may have adjusted to the mood of the room or tried to meet others' expectations. Sometimes they may have held back their true feelings to keep things smooth, but as vibration rises, bending their inner sense becomes harder to do. This doesn't mean they want conflict. In fact, people with high vibration often value harmony deeply. But true harmony is not created by suppressing yourself. It comes from relating to others while still respecting who you are. Because of this, some environments may no longer feel natural to them. From the outside, it may appear as if they're keeping distance, but in reality, they are simply being honest with their inner state. And that authenticity often brings a sense of safety to others who also wish to be themselves. Final chapter. Not special, simply inner alignment. People with high vibration sometimes feel different from those around them. Their interests shift, their lifestyle becomes calmer, their relationships begin to change. But this is not something that happens only to special people. When the inner state begins to come into alignment, vibration naturally rises. And when vibration changes, what the heart moves toward also changes. Things that once demanded a lot of attention may no longer feel important. Instead, peaceful environments and spaces where you can simply be yourself start to matter more. These changes are not supernatural abilities. They are natural shifts that appear when inner balance begins to form. If you've recently felt that something inside me is changing, that may be a sign that your inner state is moving toward greater harmony. There's no need to resist that change. As your inner world aligns, your vibration naturally rises, and that quiet energy begins to bring ease and comfort to the people around you. I am Realia. The more your inner world comes into alignment, the more your vibration naturally expands into the world. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you've noticed changes within yourself recently, feel free to share them in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.